I think some people create because they have emotions too big to hold silently.
I think some people create because they have emotions too big for words. Sometimes creativity becomes the place where pain finally finds expression. That could be through movement and a dance. It could mean painting. It could mean sketching. It could mean writing. Pain has to find expression one way or another, and creativity just happens to be one of the best ways pain can find expression with us. Many creative people are usually referred to as dramatic or eccentric, but that's mostly not the case. They just happen to be emotionally attentive people. And for most of them, that is the reason they create in the first place. They create in order to give their emotions, their feelings, their pain permission to exist. So it's not about being dramatic, it's about allowing themselves to be, about allowing themselves to feel. A lot of art is really people trying to express themselves. Like someone writing to process confusion, um, someone taking photos to explore their meaning of identity, someone, making films to explore pain and trauma, joy, love and laughter, all of these things.
Many creative people feel deeply, observe deeply, and process life intensely. Some people create because they struggle to suppress emotions internally.
Creativity does not require self destruction. In fact, you do not need to stay broken to be referred to as artistic or as an original artist. This is something that I struggled with for the longest time because it felt like the only place I knew how to create from was from my pain. That was the reason I started creating in the first place. And then I just couldn't bear the burden of the pain anymore. And I did the work. I did some work on myself. And I got to a point where I started asking myself, okay, so now what do I create? How do I create? And there's a part of me that would always yearn for sunlight and to be able to create something bright. Sometimes when I go back to look at some films that I've made in the past, they're always so dark because I was just trying to find a way to express some fear or pain that I felt as a child or something along that line. And now it's about what do I create now? How do I create from this place of sunshine and flowers and happiness that I am in? Society glorifies um, broken artists, but we don't have to remain broken to create great pieces. We don't have to remain broken to express ourselves. If art is a means of us expressing ourselves, then when we go through the part of the pain and art is able to represent that, or art is able to interpret that for us, it should mean that we are able to also have art interpret our healing and our healed version, or the healed version of ourselves. So today, this is an encouragement, really. Like, embrace it. You feel happy today. You feel happy now. You're no longer sad. Create from there. Write from there. Film from there. Take photos from there. It's beautiful. Sometimes creativity is not about performance. Sometimes it's about survival. Some things that I create, I have found that they are conversations with myself. It's really me just sitting and having conversations with myself. And most times when I create something, it always starts from a place of questions. What's happening? What if this was what happens to birth this? What if why I still feel this pain is because of this? What if? Why is? What is? Conversations with ourselves. I think to myself sometimes that maybe creativity for me, maybe the photographs, the pieces that I write, the letters, the things that I film, maybe that's just one way my soul is trying to remain here, trying not to disappear. Do you think creativity has ever helped you process your emotions? Or what form of creativity do you practice that helps you feel most alive? I would love to know in the comment section. And as always, thank you so much for staying with me.